We're 1 week away from the June 11th primary election in North Dakota, and the wait time dashboard is now available for all Cass County voters. So before you go out to vote, you can go online and check the wait times at each of the polling locations. See if there's a better time you might want to wait for. The dashboard shows the approximate time voters have to wait in line before they get their ballot. Cass County election officials strongly encourage everyone to use this dashboard to avoid long lines at polling locations.
And if you want to avoid all of that, you can vote early. Today was the first day of early voting. Those in the Fargo area can vote from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at 6 locations on your screen today through Saturday. People in Grand Forks can vote at the Alara Center from today through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday from 10 to 2. Election security is always a concern among voters, even here in North Dakota.
Justin Gick tells us how the Secretary of State is tackling this issue.
Americans have heard talk for years about election interference, both foreign and domestic. Bad actors working to disrupt our political process. So there's naturally concern that election results can be skewed. We asked election officials how they prevent that from happening.
North Dakota's election systems are incredibly secure.
Secretary of State Mike Howe says there was an audit of the election systems in the summer of 2022, conducted by the state auditor and an outside vendor.
We've got multiple layers of security, paper ballots chief amongst them. We have that paper record. Yes, we do have a ballot tabulator, but that paper ballot is stored securely in a paper ballot tabulator.
Howe says if something were to go wrong, they have that record and the office could conduct a hand count.
Our machines are not connected to the internet. We've got voter ID, many different laws, many different processes that the public can be assured that their ballot will be counted accurately and securely.
The day after the election, Howe says his office is in coordination with all 53 counties across the state, checking to make sure everything went as planned and if there were any issues. To find out more about election security or to review past audits of statewide elections, Howe says you can head over to the Secretary of State's website and click on Elections.